My God, I just exited the screen with like 24 14-year-old girls. There were a few of us older generation in there, but Freakier Friday is definitely one for younger viewers. Well, obviously for younger viewers. I mean, it's just a load of juvenile nonsense, to be fair. My God, where do I start? Lindsay Lohan, do you live in a freezer? The girl looks exactly the same as she did back in 2003. My God. The main reason I went to see this was purely for the nostalgic element and the fact that it's a body swap. I love anything just like intrigue, just bizarre, like even sort of majestic, you know, like Big, the Tom Hanks movie, Freaky Friday. I've got the original and the 2003 one on DVD. I just love all those kind of things. They're just really bizarre and stupid. They're brilliant. But this wasn't great. It was, actually, it was kind of hard work to follow it, because it doesn't just happen to Tess and Anna, like the mother and daughter body swap. It happens to the fucking, like the girl at school who's enemies with Tess's daughter, and she got mother-daughter, and then the girl and the gran, so, like Jamie Lee Curtis character. So I honestly found myself like playing visual tennis throughout this. I was like, over there, oh yeah, that's a school. Oh right, yeah, she's the grandma. Oh yeah, that's the friend, that's the enemy, that's the grandma, that's the daughter, that's the daughter of the grandma. Right, that one there, that one. So fucking hell. So it sort of bounces between them all. And to be honest, it was a cocktail of complete shit. It was just unnecessarily messy. So yeah, the body swap happens between four of them. It's not just the mother and daughter, although I would have actually relished that more, to be honest. This film it's purely a reunion, and I genuinely mean that, because you've got almost everybody from the 2003 Freaky Friday in it. You've got the lad who the proper like grown-up lad now, so Anna's brother from the original. You've got Mark Harmon is back as Tess's husband. Chad Michael Murray returns. Jesus, everybody's in it, and I was so glad, truly, to see the two Asian ladies. So the 22 years ago, when she stands there and like the mum, the older one, gives Tess and Anna the fortune cookies. Both of them are back, and I loved seeing that. Freakier Friday it's tacky, it's just immature, it's not funny, it reminds me a lot of The Princess Diaries 2. God, I can't believe I've got that on DVD. Only because it was part of the box set, because I could get number one with it. But it's an immature load of crap. It really is. There are bits, you know, where the kids are like on scooters, like going arse over tit over the handlebars. The gran, obviously with the daughter's school enemy in her body, like they're, you know, zooming down the street, because of course in a body swap they have to go straight for the candy store, don't they? Like shoving like chocolate down their face, French fries, and like getting their hair cut and dyed, piercings, playing dress up. It's all that sort of stuff. It's the first thing that kicks off. So yeah, it's just a load of rubbish. End of. Let me just quickly rewind, because this film, it does hold a special place in my heart, genuinely. Like back in 2003, I specifically still remember the massive, it was a huge poster like on a bus stop in Crawley outside the county mall. Jesus, years. And it was Lindsay Lohan, sort of with this massive grin on her face, like looking to the side, and Jamie Lee Curtis. I still remember, because sad element coming in now. I went into the bus station and I asked them who displays the posters in the bus stops, because I wanted it and I got it. I actually contacted the bus stop makers, whatever they are, and asked for the poster of Freaky Friday, starring Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. That then took pride of place on my university room ceiling, and I still remember like people walking in and out of because halls of residence was fucking nuts. Still remember like people like looking up and going, what is that? What the fuck have you got on your ceiling? And I was like, only the best film ever. You know, my 19-year-old sort of stupor. But yeah, it was, like I say, I relish these sorts of things, like body swaps. Especially, so it's the whole almost like fascinating, like just weird and wonderful, isn't it? It's almost like a supernatural meets a majestic sort of value. That's what I really like about it. So with Big, you know, you've got the Zoltar machine, amazing, and then he turns into an adult. You know, in the original Freaky Friday with Jodie Foster and Barbara Harris, that was, I don't know, it was so incredibly cheesy and not very well produced, as I recall. I haven't seen it in years. But it worked. There's been rip-offs, obviously. Shelley Long did one in probably the mid to late 90s. So yeah, they've recycled this sort of thing enough. But yeah, Freakier Friday 2025 it's shocking. It really is, and it acts purely as a reunion for the guys. So Manny Jacinto, who I recognised instantly from The Good Place on Netflix. What a transformation! The guy is just perfect as Anna's fiance. I think he's a fiance, or she wants to marry him. I don't know. I gave that. It was that sort of cheesy and uninteresting, but he's excellent. He's really great, and he brings a real deep emotional value to it as well. Far from his character. Is it Jason in The Good Place? He's just brilliant. It was, like I say, it was great to see the on-screen chemistry with Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. They're the complete like package. They're just brilliant together. They really did. They work really well. The girls who play the daughter and the daughter's sort of school enemy, absolutely fantastic. They both give a real decent, like, just real steadfast performance. I can't fault them. It's excellent. But yeah, like I say, it's just immature, and it's even with the switch. So yeah, there's this whole thing at the beginning of the film. It's not irrelevant drama, but it's really tedious drama. So there's the whole the arguing between Tess and Anna, and then Tess and Anna and her daughter. And they're all just standing around, just bickering about stuff. It's not great, but that obviously ramps up when the switch happens. But even the switch is a complete shit show. Honestly, they all the switch itself. So it's not the fortune cookies anymore. Even though the two Asian ladies are back, love them, and they're in like a sort of restaurant setting. It's like it's a fortune teller who gets hold of Lindsay Lohan. Hiya. The fortune teller gets hold of Tess and Anna and reads their palms, and then out of nowhere just becomes possessed and says that they're going to swap or walk in each other's paths again, that kind of thing. So it's nothing. There's nothing sort of fascinating, like mystical or majestical about it. It's just she reads her palms. And then suddenly there's an earthquake, and suddenly they swap bodies. It's rubbish. It really is. The concept and the baseline for the story it's terrible. It truly is. But yeah, it was an absolute shit show. Like, they all wake up, and you've got, like, you know, the two young girls, and then the mum and daughter. So everybody's just like running around screaming. Oh, no. That it didn't work. It was I was really I zoned out by the time that had actually happened, but it would have been fine if it was just the mom and the daughter swap. It's just that again, for me it was the whole like the grandma, the daughter, the daughter's friend, the daughter's friend, backwards and forwards. It was just messy. It was an absolute shit show from start to finish. And anything else? Not really. I don't think. I actually feel a bit sort of. Yeah, I don't know. I feel a bit like sort of disappointed, not in a drastic way, but it just really wasn't yeah, it just wasn't great. It was, like I say, the dialogue is cheesy and immature. I suppose it's got to be. But thrown into that, I liked the added touch, very subtle touch. Jamie Lee Curtis, when she comes out with things like, "Oh, that's rubbish," and that's, he's fit. Sort of classic, predominantly British sort of. British phrases and sayings and things. That was quite good. That was a nice little touch, because the daughter's nemesis at school is British. It's it really wasn't one for me. But like I say, I only came because of the nostalgic value. That was it, really. It was quite. It was interesting seeing like the brother figure, the women from the original, the band, Pink Slip from the original, Lindsay Lohan, who just hasn't aged fine, but like I say, this was just a load of immature, juvenile bullshit from beginning to end. It wasn't great at all, even the gags and jokes, they just weren't funny. I have to keep reminding myself that this is a PG Disney, so that's it really. Mark Harmon, it was great to see him, but Jesus, he's old now, my God. And Chad Michael Murray, good God, he's matured. It was literally just a reunion. That's all it was. Freakier Friday is just a reunion. It's cast having a laugh. That's it. Blimey. But that was, that element to it was so, it was just tiresome. The whole, 4 of them swapping bodies. No. Definitely not. However great the kids were, however sort of convincing their performances were, and the on-screen dynamite of Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, this just, it was just a load of messy shite. Truly. What is it? A journey soon begins, its prize reflected in another's eyes. When what you see is what you lack, then selfless love will change you back. That's it. I didn't even Google that. It's so sad I remember that. But that's what's written on the fortune cookie, isn't it, in the 2003 one. Oh, God. And I still remember going to the cinema and watching it with a girl I knew, and then getting raiding the bus stop posters bus stop poster archives, having it on my ceiling, and it was all great. Like I say, just rewinding that, the nostalgic elements there for all of it really, for the Jodie Foster one and Jamie Lee Curtis one, but overall it is terrible. It really is. It really is, and it's all it's obvious as well. So the way it rolls. It's, they've body swapped. So all of a sudden there's, an absolute shitstorm. They're all arguing, running around like, oh my God, I'm old, that kind of thing. Referring to Jamie Lee Curtis's lines. And then it's like, oh, what should we do now? Let's go to a fun fair and ride cars that we're, too young to ride. And then, whatever. Fucking hell. Oh, what a load of crap. So yes, the negatives are, it's immature, it's not funny, and it's just a recycling, really. The positives are, they all give a decent performance overall, and it's great to see Lindsay and Jamie on screen together again. That's it. But it is just a big reunion. Anything else? No, I'm just really won over by Manny Jacinto's performance. Oh God, how can I forget? Of course, right. The Parent Trap, the one that Lindsay Lohan is in. Her mother-in-law from The Parent Trap is in this. So it was like a reunion, people pulled across from different films reunion as well. So the one, oh God, what was it? Back in The Parent Trap, she. Is it her dad wants to marry the woman? Right, so she's not a mother-in-law. She's like the fiancé or something. Sort of squeaky, I can't remember. I just Googled her name. Can't remember. But it's got squeaky blonde woman. She's in this. So it's like a outside like external reunion as well. It's just I mean, it's brilliant to see her, but whatever. Right, how have I spent 15 minutes talking about a film that I strongly did not enjoy? Oh my god! Hats off to Jamie Lee though. I was watching an interview, this morning interview on YouTube, where, a couple of nights ago, where she was talking about it, and she seemed to, really enjoy it. The way that she got in touch with Lindsay after she had the idea to do Freaky Friday again. Lindsay was on board straight away, and I'm glad, because it's the enthusiasm from the actors is there. Absolute dynamite is there. It's just the fact, nothing else is. It's, not great. But body swap things, I love them. They just really appeal to me. It's like, putting yourself in someone else's shoes and having to, like, live out the day. I love that aspect to it. The sort of dreamlike sort of fantasy aspect. But yeah, this was one to avoid on a Friday, if I'm honest. So, Freakier Friday. Might as well give it a go if you enjoyed 2003 one. But why? Just a quick side note before I finish. Jamie Lee Curtis basically just looked like Laurie Strode from Halloween. Like, why did Lindsay Lohan look exactly the same as she did in the previous film? But when it came to her mum, like her mum, she looks. I mean, obviously, whatever. You can do whatever you fucking like to your hair, can't you? You can get a haircut. In 22 years, you can get a haircut. You can dye your hair, fine. But they purposely made her up to be sort of like this long, scraggly, grey-haired, really older version of herself. She just looked like Laurie Strode. Instead of. There was no echoes of Tess from the 2003 Freaky Friday, whereas Lindsay Lohan was Anna, and I truly believe that, truly. Right, okay, anyway, that's it for me. Normally I go into the grounding elements of a film, such as backing cast or soundtrack. The script, there was absolutely nothing. It's just like sort of hormonal punk music playing throughout. There's fucking wacky costumes, pigtails and hairdos. There's even like visuals. There's stuff that's superimposed onto the screen, like cutouts from scrapbooks and things. The adults and kids alike pulling faces and oh my god. I would say probably get drunk and watch Freakier Friday, to be honest, because you'd probably have more of you'd have more fun, basically. Wowzers, right. I made it 18 minutes. How? Shit, I'm being watched by many people over on the sofa. I think they've noticed. Hi, I'm a famous YouTuber. 115 followers. No offence to any of you, obviously. Love you all. Could just do with a few more, that's all. That's it. Freakier Friday. Wait until it's streaming on Disney Plus, because it's going to be on there, obviously. It's really not worth paying for. Do not pay a penny for this. However much you loved the bus stop poster in 2003. Yeah, it's not worth it. Not worth it at all. Lindsay. God. Wowzers, what collagen tablets are you on?